So we're gonna have to pull the transmission back out of this car. As you can see over here, we have the extra T5 that we had laying around. We got it pulled apart. I showed you that in another video. So we need to get this transmission out of the car so that we can see what's going on with it. Let's see if this is something that I can fix myself, or if we can rob any parts out of this one, or vice versa. We got to make ourselves basically a complete transmission. I know we're going to have to order some parts, but if we can use some of this other stuff, then that's what we're going to do. So as you can see, I got the car back on the jack stands, and I want to get you down here and let you look at the flywheel real quick. I really expected to see some missing teeth or something like that on the flywheel, but everything looks pretty good. So let me get you down there, let you have a look. As you guys can see, the flywheel looks pretty good. There is a little bit of wear around the outside edge of the teeth, but overall it looks pretty good. So that's where we're at. I'm not going to have any help tonight because Andrew just closed on his brand new house. So guys, let's take a moment and just congratulate Andrew. He is such a fine young man. I'm telling you, I give him a hard time, but as you all know, Andrew is my stepson, or ex-stepson. We don't really like to say that because, I mean, he's family. He's my son. But I'm so proud of him. You know, there's so many other things out there in the world that he could be doing right now, doing wrong, doing dirt, but he's not. He's doing what he's supposed to do. He's got a career. He's bought his first house, and I'm so thankful that he's just right down the road. So he's not very far. He's less than like a half a mile away from me. So that's so cool. Guys, I couldn't be any more excited. So I hope you guys are excited for Andrew. So I'm going to work on this for a little while. Then I'm going to go over and help him on his new house. I probably won't do any filming over there. At least not yet anyway. We'll let him get settled in, then we'll come eat all his little Debbie cakes and drink all his sweet tea. All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and get started on this. I'm going to do my best to remember to put a time lapse in this video for you guys. It's not going to be interesting, I'm going to go ahead and tell you, but we can at least add some music, right? You guys like music, so we'll just do that. And once we're done with that, then I'll pull you back under here, kind of show you what's going on. We'll look at this this flywheel. I don't know if I'm going to get the bell housing out tonight. I don't know. My main thing is see what's going on with second gear. We'll probably pull the tail housing off and then pull the shift fork plate off. Make sure everything's kind of good in there. Look at the distance on the synchros and see if there's an issue. But that's what we got going on tonight. This video will probably roll over into like a couple days. That way we have enough footage to post and we have something interesting. All right, guys, I'm going to get under here, get to work. See you guys in a few. Transmission is out of the car. It's a pretty simple task. If you guys have never taken the transmission out, if you're only taking the transmission itself out and you're not taking the bell housing out, it's a pretty easy job. You literally take 4 bolts off of your drive shaft, pull it out, unbolt your H pipe, get it out of the way, unbolt 4 bolts around your transmission and your shifter. Obviously, you know, any wires, just unplug them. But it's a pretty simple job. You can do it by yourself. The help, you know, of a jack makes it a lot easier, obviously. It has been into before. It looks like right here. I can tell, looks at least the top cover has been off of it. I tell you what, right now, let's just grab a flashlight, get up under the car, look, see if we can see anything going on with the clutch. We've already looked at the flywheel earlier. We'll just look under there and make sure everything looks okay with the clutch. And I'll probably go ahead and pop the tail shaft off and the top cover, and let's see if there's anything going on the inside. Like I said, it's only popping out of second gear, so it's not really that big of a deal. Shouldn't be anything really wrong with it, but I do want to check the counter shaft and make sure everything's good there, so we'll get to that in just a second. First off, let's check underneath here. Everything looks pretty good, guys. I don't really see anything out of the way. Huh, that looks a little funny. Yeah, everything looks pretty good. So we'll get the bell housing out probably tomorrow, something like that. I'm probably not going to mess with that tonight. I don't know, I don't like that. Maybe the engagement wasn't just right on the clutch, but anyway, you know, everything seems to look okay. That bearing, I've never really seen one have that much slop in it. Look at that, guys. That's kind of concerning. And I know, you know, most people will say you should have went with a Ford product, but I've honestly never had any trouble with these ones from the auto parts store. Now, they don't, you know, tend to last as long, but figure, you know, quick fix, pick one up, but I don't know. Anyway, I'll tell you what, we'll just set up a little bit of a time lapse because, once again, this is just nuts and bolts, nothing crazy here. I'm gonna pull the tail shaft off this thing, pop this top cover off. I'll inspect it the best that I can because I don't really know a lot about these things. But let's go ahead and get started. Guys, we got some good news, or at least I think anyway. As you can see, I've got the cover off the transmission, and I think I found a problem, which is pretty much about what I thought it was going to be, a shift fork issue. So let's take a look at this real quick and see what we got. So immediately when you look at the shift forks, you notice that one of the tabs is broken, and when you look on this side of it, you can see that that one's broken in half, and also look at that wear, guys. Now, I'm no transmission expert, so feel free, those of you who know about this type of stuff, let me know in the comment section what's going on here. What I assume is, since these pads are broken on this side, there's no cushion. I think what's happened is the synchro hub is actually riding on the metal now, since there's no cushion to stop it like on this one. Over here, since it's broken, it has no choice but to rub into the metal, which would explain all the damn metal shavings in my transmission. So, you know what, guys, for right now, I think we may be okay. I don't know yet. We'll have to see. I'm not too concerned about the metal. I mean, these things they're pretty loose bearings. They're going to get a little metal shavings in them. That's just part of it. So that's not completely uncommon. I don't see any big chunks or anything like that in the bottom. It's just little metal shavings. So they're kind of equipped, from what I understand, to be able to handle a little bit of that. So like I said, that's where the shift fork goes, is right down here. And I think what's happening is, since that tab's not there, it's just really rubbing on this hub right here, and that's what was causing that, which there again would not allow this thing to engage properly. Those of you who know synchronizers better than me, I know there's supposed to be a gap right here. So it seems to be a good enough gap right here where it doesn't want to close off, but I think you're supposed to have around 30 thousandths. I may be wrong. I think what I might do is fix this shift fork and just throw this thing back in for now, because I mean the transmission was fine. It was just popping out a second, and then when we get the money, we'll come back in and actually rebuild this thing, because right now I don't have the time or the funds to really build this thing, because I want to do it right. You know, there's some upgrades that I want to do back here with the solid billet plate, and a couple other little things here or there within the transmission that I want to do. I will check the end play, make sure everything's all right, but for the most part, guys, from what I can gather, it looks to be okay. Sadly, by the time you see this video, I'll probably have already put this thing back together, and then we'll find out whether we're good or not. I'm going to go ahead, wrap this portion of the video up, and I may include some other stuff just to stretch the video out, because it's probably not going to be a 10-minute video. But anyway, that's it, guys. That's the teardown of it. Everything looks okay for right now, but I do believe it was only probably a shift fork issue. Now, as far as it burring and grinding in the second gear, that may still happen, but it shouldn't pop out anymore. So once that thing engages and goes on, that synchronizer is irrelevant. So as far as it popping out, hopefully that's it, guys. All right, we're gonna go ahead, wrap this video up. I'll be getting back with you guys in the next video, letting you know whether we're gonna build this thing. Probably by the time you see the next video, this transmission will be back in the car, and we'll be driving it. May not be 100%, but we'll be driving. Well, guys, until then, as always, thanks for watching. It's getting really close to Christmas right now, and I know I've had a lot of people ask about shirts. I'm not wearing one right now. I'm wearing my PFO stuff, but we do have Brutal shirts. We have Calypso Fox shirts. We have Retro Fox shirts. We have the Arctic Fox shirts. A few other little things, just some generic Fox body shirts too. So we have coffee mugs and stuff like that. It's getting close to Christmas. If you order now, you'll probably get your stuff in time, but I've had a lot of people ask. So down below this video, there's actually a link. There's a Teespring link down there. It shows all of your like shirts and stuff. You can click that and that'll take you into Teespring, and then you can order whatever you like there. I just thought I'd go ahead and pass that along. We don't really sell that many shirts, and I don't really ever push it, but you know, I thought about it. It's getting close to Christmas. Maybe somebody in your family would like a Brutal Vlogs t-shirt. So if so, go ahead down below, click that link. Also, as you can see over here, transmission is still not not done yet. The next video, we should have some closure on what was wrong with this transmission and get this thing put back in. I've got some parts that I ordered and they should be in today, so I'm going to pick those up and hopefully we'll start on this transmission. All right, guys, that's it. Stay tuned. Let's see if that was a problem with the Calypso clone. And as always, thanks for watching.